What is the formula of becoming rich? Some people think that you have to be born rich, you have to have rich parents or something like that, or you have to be so smart that you outsmart everybody else. But basically, this formula of becoming rich can be put into 10 principles you need to accomplish, you need to follow to get the result you want. Today we will talk about the financial part of being rich, because of course being rich can be seen in a different way, because some people have a lot of money but they feel miserable, and some people have less money but they still feel so rich because they have so much and they appreciate so much what they have and they enjoy so much what they have. Very important. But today we will talk about the financial part of the journey, about the important things you have to do to become rich. And there are people who have some of those characteristics and they lack others. It's very rare to find somebody who has all those 10 characteristics. So make sure that if you want to be rich, then you carefully study all those 10 and you carefully pursue all those 10 things, because without them, even if you are born rich, even if you have rich families or you win a lottery, it will not help to be rich, to stay rich. The first thing is you have to know your goals, because like in every other thing, when it comes to business, being successful, being happy in general, you need to know what you want, what makes you happy, where are you going. If you don't know where you're going, you might very easily get lost. You might win a lottery, but you don't know what to do with the money. You don't know how to keep the money to be rich. So knowing where you're going, knowing what you want and what are your goals. For example, your goal can be becoming financially free, or getting certain education, or moving to some country, or supporting a very different lifestyle where you can travel and do whatever you want. So you have to know what you want, because if you just want to have maybe a house and a car and to travel from time to time, that's one thing. If you want to be financially free, that's a completely other goal. So to reach a goal, you have to know the direction you're going, making sure that you're not going some other direction. The second thing you need to have, and all rich people have it, is discipline. Because you need to be disciplined to pursue your dreams. You need the willpower to go on even during difficult times. And we can see it also during the last couple of years that there were a lot of difficult situations, but people still manage to find the opportunities to go on. They don't quit their dreams. And some even found more potential, more possibilities. A rich person is somebody who sees potential, who has the discipline to go on no matter what, not to give up. If you want to be rich, you have to see the richness. The third thing you need to have is basic education on finances. Because very often, even very educated people, they can be very educated in some other sphere, but they don't have any knowledge about finances. And then when they get their money, even though it's good money, they still don't know how to handle it in the way that they can go in the right direction when it comes to finances. They can actually pursue their dreams and getting what they want instead of just paying their bills, covering their costs, and that's it. Life is not just about paying your bills, isn't it? So you have to get this knowledge about finances. I talk a little bit about that here. You can also watch some other videos of mine, for example, on starting an online business. I will link them in the description below, as well as here, so that you can watch it after you watch this video. Make sure you get more out of my channel, so that you can get a lot of free content and get more knowledge about different things that you would like to learn to become successful, to become rich, and to become happy. The fourth thing you need to learn if you want to be rich is to control your costs. Very often, very typical mistake that people make is that when they start to earn more, they also start to consume more. They think, okay, now I can afford so much, or even maybe I take a loan and can afford that much. But this is not the way to gain wealth, not at all. It's the other way around. So when you start getting more, And as you grow, you get more opportunities, you get more income. Yeah? Make sure that you still keep your costs reasonable. Maybe you can, get a little bit more than you used to have. Yeah, you have to kind of like celebrate your wins and celebrate your journey so that you can, enjoy life. So you can spend a little bit more than you used to spend, but make sure it's not as much or even more than your income. And I saw it so much, that people do it. And it's such a pity because in a few years, people spend everything they have and then their situation changes, then they grow older, they don't have that income stream they used to have before, yeah, and they don't have any savings, they don't have any investments, they don't have any business that is running for them, So spending your money just because you have it is so foolish. But so many people go into this trap of being a consumer and just getting the next model of an iPhone or whatever, a car, and getting more than you actually need. It's very hard to be reasonable on this point, but if you want to be rich, you have to be reasonable on this point. Or maybe you have a phase where you just spend. Make sure this phase is not too long, because at some point you might lose this income stream or this money you got from a lottery from your parents or from getting into some successful business. Things change. Everything is changing. So make sure you think about the future, not only enjoying today. The fifth thing you need to have is knowledge about taxes. Taxes are quite a huge, portion taken from your income. And in some countries it's more, in some countries it's less. So it's good to study so that you know how to make your business in the best way possible so that you don't have to pay too much. And of course, I'm talking about legal ways. And for example, if you have a business, if you have a company, companies pay less taxes than individuals. So if you have a business, it makes sense to have a company so that you can legally pay less taxes. Yeah, but this you have to study. It's very different in different countries, but it makes a huge difference sometimes. So knowledge about taxes and really studying it, and in most cases you will need to pay to a professional to take care of that, to advise you on taxes, so that you can, handle it legally in the best way possible. Rich person also needs to handle risk. Risk management is very important, and here we talk mostly about being able to diversify the streams of income you have, because you never know, nothing is permanent. So one business here might collapse, and then you still have other sources of income, the markets go up and down. So you have to make sure that you don't depend just on one thing. You don't risk all your money putting them into one basket. And rich people, they are pretty busy with making sure that they can keep their wealth. It's not just enough to become rich, you have to keep your wealth in the long term. And that is quite a job. You have to have all those 10 things to be able to get it, keep it, and grow it. The seventh thing you need to know is sales. Sales skills are very important because no matter what you do, it has to do with sales. And nowadays, most of the sales happen online, and this trend will only increase. So there is no way back to the analog world. So you have to learn digital marketing, and therefore businesses go online, they go on social media, and you have to do this as well. And if you want to learn how to build your business on Instagram, I have a course on 8 ways to monetize your account. If you're interested, make sure to watch this video, and I will also put a link to this course in the description below. The main thing here is that your audience is online, and you have to be online as well. The eighth thing you need to do if you want to be rich is to learn on a regular basis something in your profession, because things changed, and nowadays things change so fast that you need to upgrade your knowledge from time to time. You need to invest into studying things. Before, life was not that fast, and it was okay, you get some degree and then you work for the rest of your life, more or less like that. But now it's not like that. You have to constantly learn, you have to upgrade. You don't have to be overwhelmed with that. You just need to understand, okay, this is important, so I pay my attention here. I also pay to get some particular knowledge so that I can use it in my business. Upgrading your knowledge, studying, on a constant basis is a must nowadays. And also it's good for your self-development, it's good for your brain. Your brain stays young longer, because when you use your brain, the brain's aging ratio is not so fast. So it is anyway good for you. The ninth thing you need to have if you want to be rich is patience, because wealth is a long-term project. People don't become wealthy overnight. Usually they talk about becoming wealthy overnight, but sometimes they just miss talking about all those years they had before, all the struggles they had before, all the pain they had to go through to go to this successful night where they can become successful overnight. The more you work on something, the more you get. It's just cause and effect. And with wealth, it is crucial. Over years, you become more and more wealthy. And the earlier you start to pay attention to your wealth and to work on becoming rich, the better. Therefore, the younger you are now, the better it is. The more chances you have to become successful, to become rich, and to become, happy. But also, it's never too late to start. So please, if you are in a respectful age, don't think that it's too late, because in your life, I'm sure you had experience, which is very valuable. And if you want to turn this experience into a business, make sure to watch my video on how to start your dream business. It is in the description below. And I wish you all the good luck with that. And the last thing, the 10th thing you need to have to be rich is to be honest and to have a good reputation. Because if you don't have a good reputation, people will not trust you, they will not buy from you, they will not want to be involved in your business because they will see it as something funny, risky, and not reliable. So you need to work on your personal brand and make sure that you stay away from things which are not trustworthy, and you have to be transparent and open. If there's something you don't know 100%, then you have to say to your potential clients, to your audience that, today I will talk about it. There is some potential here, but I'm not quite sure. I have to study it, to go on studying on this subject. But I'm in the process and I still want to share it with you. Make sure you are honest and transparent with your clients, because reputation means really a lot. I have a few videos on how to build your personal brand online. Make sure to watch them after you watch this video till the end, which is almost there. And in the end, I just want to mention that, of course, being rich does not always have to be with money. And I already talked about it in this video, but I want to stress it out. Having money is not enough to be happy and to be rich, because you might have a lot of money but feel so poor and so miserable, so that no money in the world can help you. So make sure you also work on your personal development. And I have a whole bunch of videos here on personal development. The link is in the description below. Make sure you get the best out of this channel, and make sure also to subscribe to this channel, hit the notification bell so you will not miss useful information that I provide every Wednesday. If you like this video so far, which I assume you did, because otherwise you would not watch till the end, thank you for that. Make sure to like this video, because it really helps me promote this video on YouTube and spread this message to other people. Also, if you enjoyed this video, let me know about it in the comments below. And if you have some questions, also make sure to put them there. If you have some other tips, please share them with us in the commentary section, because I would also like to learn from you. On this channel, in this audience, there are people who are more experienced, who have more knowledge. I know it. Meanwhile, watch some other videos of mine on business and self-development, and I will see you next Wednesday.